You know, somebody gave me this a while back, and I never realized that it was the actual Marvel Comics all in book form. Gave it to me like this. They figured I was a Star Wars fan, and I was like, oh, a novel. And I took it because, yeah, it's Star Wars. And it even says on the front the Marvel Comics version, and that's how much attention I paid to the packaging. I just now opened it up, and I thought, oh, yeah, that's a comic book. I can read, but I don't care to read anything that doesn't have pretty pictures with it. I know what I'm going to be doing tonight. Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh Weekly. As always, I'm Robo, and today we're going to talk a little bit about SH Figuarts' Dark Knight Batman. The Revoltech Deadpool is going to get a re-release. The Mezco 1/12 Collective Harley Quinn, and the MAFEX FN-2187. As you can tell from the intro, today's kind of a blah day, just kind of rather stay in bed kind of day. And even though my body feels like it should be taking a nap right now, I'd much rather be doing this. I'd much rather be talking to you guys. So, here we go. Now, I was hoping that Bandai would show some more pictures or the official solicitation for this before I made it to the weekly news, but they didn't. All they have is like a few kind of teaser promotional pictures and then a leaked magazine scan flying around Facebook at the moment. But yeah, the SH Figuarts Dark Knight Batman, it's looking a lot better than I remember it looking at San Diego last year, but that was some harsh lights in that display case. I don't know why they have to have spotlights shining right down onto the figures. Seeing the pictures, I'm really liking this, except for one area. Batman doesn't miss Pec Day, I guess. Now, I'm hoping because of the articulation and everything in this figure, this can be adjusted, or at least hidden a little bit. You can crank his back, shift his head forward a little bit. Hopefully that makes the pecs less pecky. Other than that, I'm excited about this. I have a lot of Jokers in different scales, but I don't actually have a Dark Knight Batman, except for maybe the Mattel one, but I think that went in a bin a long time ago. And as you can see from the magazine scan, it's going to come with a lot of accessories. It's going to come with his rifle, the grappler gun, batarang. Looks like a couple different faces. I don't know if it's the whole head or if it's just the lower mouthpiece. Another big thing here is the cloth cape. Figuarts doesn't use a lot of cloth. It usually uses those capes that are segmented, so it looks kind of like flying panels whenever you're trying to get a dynamic look to it. So I'm interested in seeing how this cloth works because it looks like it drapes nicely. He's got it out to the side. It's coming down, kind of his Dracula pose. The only information that is solid right now is that Batman releases in June. Now, I always report on these, but I never buy these, or it's one of those, I like looking at them, but I don't care to have it in my collection. And that's the Square Enix PlayArts Kai variant Marvel Universe Wolverine. They need to make that name a little bit longer. I can do that all in one breath. They're really slipping. And it being Wolverine, it's interesting, but the PlayArts Kai style of making everything all sharp and jagged and armored and everything, it works for Wolverine, but it's almost like one of those home improvement shows that finds out the kid likes pirates, and they do up his room, and then the big reveal, the kid walks in, and every damn thing in the room is pirates. The bed is a pirate ship, and the toy box is a treasure chest, and there's pirates plastered all over the place, and it's an eye patch door to the bathroom. The desk has peg legs for legs, and the top looks like a treasure map. Just complete overkill. And I let a lot of things slide, but I'm not a big fan of giving Wolverine a sword either. He's got 6 knives that are attached to his body that nobody, well, okay, somebody could take away from him, but not a lot of people could take those away from him. I can see it being a reach kind of thing, but to give Wolverine just more blades is overkill. And I guess that's what I think of the PlayArts Kai line in general, is overkill. I know it has its fans, and I'm not taking anything away from that at all, but not for me. It's just not for me. Now, Wolverine comes with an alternate head, several different hands. I thought because of the armored look that the claws would be a part of the armor, kind of going with that realistic thing, but as you can see from the open hands, the claws are coming out from between the fingers. Which is another interesting thing that you don't see very often, is Wolverine with open hands, but claws out. But Wolverine is set for a May release, and he'll cost about $110. I don't know if it's the price coming down on him, if they're seeing the error of their ways, or if the yen is dropping. Either or, this is cheaper than our usual PlayArts Kai figures. Good news for those of you who missed out on the amazing Yamaguchi Deadpool, and I don't know why you did, but it is getting a reissue. I guess it's a popular piece. It's coming out in May. It gives you another chance to grab it. Now, I know the Revoltech joints are a love-hate relationship for most people. You either hate them, despise them, curse them to the depths of hell, or you love them. Kind of put up with them because they're not great. They look ugly in places, but the poses that it gives you, just beautiful. But if that's not enough, go back and check out the review I did on it, where I didn't care for the Revoltech joints at all before that, but Deadpool won me over. And with Spider-Man hitting any day now, I'll get to see if that was just a fluke, if it's just because it was Deadpool. On Spider-Man, the joints are a lot more naked. If that makes any sense, you guys know what I'm talking about. And we'll see how that comes out. The Mezco 112 Collective Suicide Squad Harley Quinn went up for pre-order today. It's looking pretty good for a figure that's wearing clothes. The joints are kind of ugly. I don't know if they developed this body for females in general, and then because of Harley's costume from the movie, it rides a little low, the shirt's a little high, everything's a little bit short. So I don't know if the joints that are exposed here are meant to be exposed. There's also a likeness factor, but I think that's paint, because if you go back to the sneaky peeky of Harley Quinn, the digital sculpt of it, you can see the resemblance to Margot Robbie a lot more there. But it comes with several heads. I love the bubblegum head. It comes with the bat, several other accessories. But it costs $75, and it's set to ship sometime between June and August. And speaking of Harley, Medicom has shown promotional pictures of their MAFEX FN-2187. Don't worry, I'm going to bring this back around to Harley. You'll see the ties there here in a second. But this Finn is looking great. I didn't get the MAFEX First Order Stormtrooper. I have more than enough First Order Stormtroopers, and at the time, MAFEX wasn't impressing me much. But I have heard good things about it. It may have a few problems here and there, but it's nowhere near the MAFEX problems that we've had in the past. I'm still not sure if I want to go back and get a First Order Stormtrooper, but I may just grab Finn here. I know Figuarts is coming out with their own FN-2187, but I have that First Order Stormtrooper, and it's smaller than the rest of my collection, the Black Series, the model kits. So the MAFEX may be my way to go. I'm completely happy with the size of Vader and Boba Fett in my collection. C-3PO is a little bit large, R2 pretty much fits in, so it's a kind of a give and take thing. You never know what you're going to get with MAFEX. The big thing here is Finn's head looks amazing. I know the MAFEX promotional pictures usually look amazing, and then the final product may be a little bit off. But somebody did post a link to the Medicom toy blog where it states that they're going to start doing digital printing on their faces, the same way Figuarts does their faces with the eyes, the skin tones, the little details. So I have high hopes for Finn here, because their first MAFEX figure that's going to have that digital printing effect is going to be Harley Quinn. See how I brought that all the way back around? I am good. Harley's coming out pretty soon. They already had a sample on their site. You can see from the pictures, it's looking pretty good. It's not as shapely as the Figuarts. Shapely, that's about as kid-friendly as I can get. She looks a little bit thick. She looks a little bit blurry. I don't know if that makes any sense. I think it's the colors, the white that they're using for the skin tone is just kind of flat. But as you can see, the eyes look great, the lips. So hopefully this digital printing thing works out and we get a lot of great heads. It may miss Kylo because Kylo should be coming out pretty soon. I think he's still on schedule for January. But hopefully if Harley comes out great, Rey comes out great, and then Finn comes out great. And then we'll have the main cast right there, except for the Old Man Han that's coming in the Figuarts line. He may be a little bit small than the rest. So MAFEX has to come back around, make an Old Man Han. But Finn will cost $45, and he drops in May, scheduled for May. So yeah, today's news. Sorry about the intro. I ran out of time. I was outside. I'm actually working on a shop to sell t-shirts. We'll see how that goes. I want to order some stuff, see what the quality is before actually offering it to you guys. I don't want to offer you guys shitty products. That would suck. Hey, this shirt's falling apart on me. Hey, this Fwoosh logo's falling off. I don't want that. I'm going to see what it's like first, and then open up the shop. And we'll see how that goes. So if you like this Fwoosh Weekly, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the Fwoosh.